Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And welcome to the Living in Light Church, which is an independent spiritualist church. Our Sunday service is on the first and third Sunday of each month. And please turn off or silence any cell phones, so we don't want them interrupting the service. Mine is on red light. I'm the Reverend Sandra Deckinger, and I will be chairing the service for today. We have coffee, boiled water in the back, and other little goodies, and the restrooms are in the next building to the right as you go out the door. We usually have a selection of library books in the back, and we ask for a $1 donation to check out a book that you may keep up to 6 months. We have a healing book in which you are welcome to add the names of people who you would like to see receive healing. Opposite that page is where you can put the names of those who have recently crossed over to the other side. If you are new to Billets, on the third Sunday, which is today, we ask that you ask a question of spirit. Write it on a piece of paper and fold it. Also put some type of a symbol on the paper so that when it's being read, you'll be able to identify that it was you. You can do so now or towards the end of the service. If you can't think of any question mark, just place a question mark on the inside. Let us stand now and sing the opening hymn, and please remain standing after the song for the invocation. The first song is the First Noel, and it's on page 192. And we're not going to say the third verse. We're going to skip the third verse. Angels did sing, while caring for shepherds in fields where they lay. In fields where they lay leaving their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They looked up at night and saw shining and strong and fine, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Number 4. Then entered those wise men, and we, oh, of infinite life in which we live, move, and have our own share of individual consciousness being. We now beseech all good, pure, true, loving, wise, and strong influences to come to us during this time. Amen.
Amen.
You can now sit, and we're going to sing 2 more Christmas songs.
No. You just pick one. I gave you a choice.
Oh, okay. Well, let's.
And then later on,
Number 187. Joy to the world. All the verses. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive the morning comes o'er all the skies, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Spirit reigns. The men their songs employ, where fields and floods, rocks, hills, and waves repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. Joy to the world, the anthem be, a song of triumph sing. O grave, where is thy victory? O death, where is thy sting? O death, where is thy sting? O death, where is thy sting? Well, that was great. And now we're going to read the Declaration of Principles. It's on the inside front cover of your hymnal.
credit to him.
We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expressions of infinite intelligence. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the Golden Rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of the individual, and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of healing and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. Today, the healing service will be led by Avery.
So we're gonna, before I start, we're gonna hear a song from Tim Mauro, I believe.
This is a Christmas song that you can listen to any time of the year. light of the world is something anyone can choose to be. Knowing who and what we are is the key. Spirit expressing in through and dance, cursing the darkness won't do a thing to help us find our way through the confusion and into a brighter day. Let's try lighting a candle instead. The healing always begins with a new understanding and a release, knowing that it's done in the mind of the infinite. It's good enough to be true. Love and compassion for everyone are necessities. If we just think of them as luxuries, then humanity cannot survive. Anyone can choose to be. Knowing who and what we are is the key. And letting peace be our way. And letting kindness be our way. And letting hope be our way, and letting light be our way. So
Tim Mauro, such a very captivating musician. Much more powerful, I think, than my healing voice. I don't know. Anyway.
now is not the time for comparison.
Yeah. We have a healing book for those that are unable to attend services. If you know someone you feel could use a healing and you have not done so, please add their name to the list now. As part of the healing service, we will be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. I will then ask the spiritual healers to station themselves in the healing chairs and invite those of you who wish to receive a personal healing. If you would like a healing but have trouble getting to one of our healing chairs, please raise your hand and a healer will come to you. Please be aware that healing is about working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the healing mediums to send their spiritual energy through. In order to become a certified commissioned healer, practicing healers need to provide at least 3 affidavits. If you feel you have received some benefit of healing, we ask that you fill out one of the affidavits to help them. Currently, myself, Charles, and Reverend Lynn need at least 3 affidavits. Please remain seated as we now recite the healing hymn to help get us into a higher vibration and healing space and energy. The healing hymn will be on hymn number 109, Heal Me, verses 1 and 2. my soul with love divine, to bind me closer still to thee, since 'tis thy love that healeth me. Let us now recite the healing prayer found in the hymnal books on the 31st page. I ask the great and unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body, and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. I will now ask the spiritual healers to take their place as the healing chairs are now open for those who wish to receive their hands on healing. The healers will ask for permission for the laying on of hands and will only touch your shoulders. If you do not feel comfortable with someone touching you, please let the healers know, and they will only adjust themselves to make no contact. Hands are the focal points of spiritual energy coming from the spiritual world and passing through the healer's hands into the ones requesting from the healers to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of the gift of being shared and to think of themselves as being restored by this action. Today we will be having a meditation served by Renee. I'm excited to hear that.
Breath is life. Breathe deeply. The daily tensions begin to melt away with each breath you take. With each deep breath, feel the life force begin to dissolve the tensions, beginning in your toes, moving up into your feet. As your toes and feet begin to swim in relaxation, feel Great Spirit's life force move up into your ankles and into your knees. Ooh la la. Your hips, trunk, and shoulders are now jealous and want a part of this intense relaxation. Allow Great Spirit's life force to melt the tensions from your toes to your shoulders. Continue to breathe deeply. Allowing Spirit's life force to penetrate every cell within your body. Now allow the warm flow of life to enter your neck, arms, and hands. The most tense muscle in your body, your jaw, begins to release tension. Allow your mouth to open as all tensions leave the jaw muscle up into the top of your head. As you swim in relaxation, an emerald light begins to emanate from deep within you. This light fills you until you become a beacon of positive energy. Breathe deeply, and with each exhale, say to yourself, I am letting go of all negativity. You are now in a green meadow with 1,000,000 yellow flowers all around you. Birds are chirping their songs of happiness. Brother Wind is whispering through the trees. As you begin to walk through the meadow, others join you, your spirit guides, angels, and loved ones who have long passed. All walk beside you. There is a healing chair open. With the love around you, You feel free and light, and you too begin to glow with the love of Spirit. And your heart is at peace. Your immortal soul begins to awaken. Pick a trait you love about yourself. Whatever you choose, put that label on a flowering plant nearby. You water this plant and watch it grow. It blooms and grows before your very eyes. Any negativity or doubts fall from the branches like autumn leaves. You step on them and they return to Mother Earth to transform into positivity and love. You may have events in life that are painful. Allow those to fall to the ground around you. Step on them, crush them, and allow them to return to Mother Earth to transform into love and light. Soon you arrive at a stream. As you walk into the stream, any remaining doubts or negativity are washed away by the cool waters. Allow the waters to wash you clean. As you walk further down the stream, a waterfall appears. You walk into the waterfall, and all negativity is washed from you. Breathe deeply. Allow Water Spirit to cleanse you of negativity and to fill you with life. Water is life. Breathe deeply and allow Water Spirit to cleanse you. As waterfall descends upon you, a rainbow of colors begins to fill you. Each color of the rainbow flows through you and begins to heal you. Blues, reds, greens. You thank Water Spirit and know he is your brother. You remain in this colorful waterfall for a while until you feel you have been washed clean. It is now time to return to the earth plane. You walk back along the stream until you stand in the meadow with many, many yellow flowers, and you come back fully refreshed, knowing you are healed and loved. There is a healing chair open. There are 2 healing chairs open.
That's okay.
Absolutely stunning.
It's a rudimentary rendition of Mozart, but it's the consciousness we're concerned with.
Love it. Renee, your voice is lovely too. Do you still need the microphone? Oh,
And then
oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So, due to the tribute to those who have crossed over, and on the healing list for December. If there's any names that I have not listed, you may say them out loud or silently now. This time I'd like to send the healing energies to the children of this earth, emergency responders, doctors and nurses, and also those who are in need. And at this time, this concludes the healing portion of the services, and the healers are free to sit when they are done performing their healing. Some of our healers are trained to become commissioned healers, and required to a minimum of 3 affidavits as part of their requirement, and to receive a beneficial healing. If you received a beneficial healing, we ask that you fill out an affidavit for their benefit, which we have available. Thank you so much.
What's that sound?
It's a rapping noise. Okay.
Thank you very much, Avery. We have 2 speakers today, Reverend Lynn Rogers, and then Robert, our minister, will talk. But before we do that, let us sing O Little Town of Bethlehem, 189. And again, we're going to skip verse 3.
Verse 3. 189.
Little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie, above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark streets shine the everlasting light. How hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. Jesus, born of Mary, and gathered all above, while mortals sleep, the spirits keep their watch of wondering love. O morning stars together proclaim the holy birth, and praises sing to God the King, and peace to men on earth. O holy child of Bethlehem, descend to us, we pray. Cast out our sin and enter it, be born to us this day. We hear the Christmas angels, the great everlasting tell. Oh, come to us, abide with us, our Lord Emmanuel.
I guess I'm your first speaker. Now we'll be having a Christmas party after service. This is a song about a Christmas party that happened about 108 years ago. Important one. My name is Francis Tolliver. I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago, the war was waiting for me after school. To Belgium and to Flanders, Germany to here, I fought for king and country I loved dear. 'Twas Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were still, no Christmas song was sung. Our families back in England were toasting us that day. They're brave and glorious lads so far away. I was lying with my messmates on the cold and rocky ground when across the lines of battle came a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up me boys, each soldier strained to hear, as one young German voice sang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner says to me. Soon one by one each German voice joined in harmony. The cannons rested silent and the gas clouds rolled no more, as Christmas brought us respite from the war. As soon as they were finished and a reverent pause was spent, God rest ye merry gentlemen struck up some lads from Ghent. Oh, the next they sang was Steely Knock, 'tis silent night, says I, and in two tongues one song filled up that sky. There's someone coming toward us, the frontline sentry cried. All sights were fixed on one lone figure trudging from their side. His truce flag, like a Christmas star, shone on the plain so bright, as he bravely strolled unarmed into the night. Then one by one on either side, we walked into no man's land. With neither gun nor bayonet, we met there hand to hand. We shared some secret brandy and wished each other well. And in a flare-lit soccer game, we gave 'em hell. We traded chocolates and cigarettes and photographs from home. These sons and fathers far away from families of their own. Young Sanders played his squeeze box and they had a violin. This curious and unlikely band of men. Soon daylight stole upon us, and France was France once more. With sad farewells we each began to settle back to war. But the question haunted every heart that lived that wondrous night. Whose family have I fixed within my sight? 'Twas Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were warmed as songs of peace were sung. For the walls they kept between us to exact the work of war had been crumbled and were gone forevermore. My name is Francis Tolliver, in Liverpool I dwell. Each Christmas come since World War I, I've learned its lessons well. For the ones who call the shots won't be among the dead and laid, and on each end of the rifle we're the same.
Reverend Rogers will give her talk.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Since we're celebrating Christmas, I want to talk about who Jesus might actually have been. I think Jesus would have been very comfortable here in this gathering because according to the Casey readings of the Dead Sea Scrolls, he and Mary and the men and women who were Essenes together had lived before, and they shared and studied esoteric studies such as astrology, numerology, phrenology, and the study of the return of individuals, which is now called reincarnation. In short, I believe Jesus was a spiritualist, and I believe that the group who surrounded him, the Essenes, would fit very well with us today. Not only did I have an opportunity to study the work of Edgar Casey, but I also, during my graduate studies, met a wonderful theologian called Matthew Fox. Does anybody know who he is? And I studied with him for a while. Matthew Fox was originally a Benedictine priest and scholar, but his interest became very broad. So the term creation spirituality was named for him in 1967 by the French theologian Chenu. Fox's teaching and writing career led him to discover more deeply the common threads in countless traditions. Creation spirituality, he believed, derives from the oldest traditions of the Bible, the J source, and is the wisdom tradition in the Hebrew Bible. The tradition that scholars agree was the tradition of the historical Jesus. Creation spirituality brings together the root sources of Christian spirituality along with other world traditions. And it does relate to the historical Jesus and the cosmic Christ. And Edgar Casey said, Jesus was the messenger, but Jesus was the man and Christ was the messenger in all ages. To me, the Christ concept is the concept of compassion, which we find at the heart of many traditions in the world. So, creation spirituality has these principles. Rather than being created in original sin, the universe is fundamentally a blessing. In creation, God is immanent and transcendent. That means this is panentheism. Listen carefully, which is not theism, God out there, and it's not atheism, no God anywhere. We experience that the divine is in all things, and all things are in the divine, within us, without, panentheism. 3, God is as much mother as father, as much child as parent, as much God in mystery as the God in history, as much beyond all words and images as in all forms and beings. In our lives, it's through the work of spiritual practice that we find our deep and true selves. Through the arts of meditation and silence, we cultivate a clarity of mind and move beyond fear into compassion and community. Our inner work can be understood as a fourfold journey. 1, awe, delight, amazement, known as the via positiva. Things are going well. 2, uncertainty, darkness, suffering, letting go, the via negativa, the dark night of the soul through which we pass to birthing, creativity and passion, via creativa. Finally, justice, healing, and celebration, via transformativa, where we get together in community and transform the world. 6, every one of us is a mystic. We can enter the mystical as much through beauty, via positiva, as through contemplation and suffering, via negativa. We are born full of wonder and can recover it at any age. 7, every one of us is an artist. 8, every one of us is a prophet. Our prophetic work is to interfere with all forms of injustice and that which interrupts our authentic life. 9, diversity is the nature of the universe. We rejoice and honor in the rich diversity in the cosmos and across multiple colors, cultures, religions, and ancestral traditions. 10, the basic work of God is compassion, and we who are all original blessings and sons and daughters of the divine are called to compassion. 11, there are many wells of faith and knowledge, drawing from one underground river of divine wisdom. And 12, ecological justice is essential for the sustainability of life on Earth. So this is a way maybe to look at the person we're celebrating as part of the Essene tradition, and also as one who, according to Casey, have lived before in different cultures, lands, and places, as we have, in developing and exemplifying the cosmic Christ, or the spirit of compassion. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Well, good morning, everybody. Is it still morning? Not really. Yeah, it's still just like a few minutes before morning. Thank you all for coming. I noticed that we've broken a record for attendance today, and it's funny what a potluck will do to get people to come in. So thank you for that. And I want to thank the helpers. Yes?
We need to have more of these.
Yeah. I want to thank the helpers because we had a half hour to get everything set up, and it's like we ran a little over, but thanks to our helpers, our elves, it's like we got everything set up. So thank you for that. Today my talk is going to be on Christmas gestures. There's a magazine called AARP. You might have heard of it before. I'm at the age now where I can get the magazine. Well, they had an article that would keep a young man's memory alive, and I would like to share that article with you because there's a spiritual message behind it. So this is a gentleman that's writing, our Christmas lights were already up when we heard Kevin would be coming home for the holidays. Kevin was a friend of my daughter's from the neighborhood swim team. At age 11, he'd been diagnosed with cancer. He was a really cool kid, scrawny and athletic, the kind of guy who made people laugh. I decided to write, "Get well, Kevin," in lights. My wife told Kevin's parents to swing on up the court before heading home from the hospital. Kevin loved the display, and he asked his mom, "Do you think Mr. Whitworth will put the lights up again every year?" Well, when I heard that, my heart was crushed, and I thought, how could I not do such a thing? Kevin's cancer went into remission, but every year I would hide the words, "Hi, Kevin," in my display for him to find. It was kind of a Where's Waldo game between us. Sadly, the cancer eventually returned, and in 2010, Kevin died at the age of 19. His parents asked me to speak at the funeral, and I shared a bit about the lights in our game. And I told the mourners that I'd be making Hi Kevin sign even bigger this year so Kevin could see it from heaven. I built the sign and put it up on the garage roof facing the sky, and it has been there every Christmas ever since. Over time, the lights had gotten some attention, and I've had people reach out to me over Facebook to say that they also have lost a Kevin, and that they wanted to adopt my lights as a hi to Kevin for themselves and their family. This really touched me. In the beginning, my annual Hi Kevin was just a silly gesture to a really nice kid who had been through some tough times. But it had been my honor to keep the salute going for friends and family, and to anyone else who had a Kevin to remember. When you do some kindness for someone else, even if it's small, you never know how much it's going to mean. The reason why I wanted to share this story is because there's a lot of bad things in the world. We all know this. Negativity abounds in this world, and we hear and read daily of the atrocities that humans can inflict upon one another. What can we do to stop it? It is not our job to stop it. We certainly can't stop wars in other countries. We can't undo earthquakes or devastating weather. Rather than succumb to a depressing state, we have the power to bring light to others. How can a Christmas light turn the tides of a war or on the other side of the planet? It can't. But it doesn't mean that we can't create an energy field of good. It may be small, but it has the power that we don't understand. The spirits on the other side can see this light and be glad of the light we incarnates can bring about. It's harder to create that positive energy here, so it has more value when we do so. Do you think Kevin knows about the sign that is displayed every year? You bet. We tend to think of heaven as a place that is higher above us, in the clouds or even higher. And Mr. Whitmore felt that it was necessary to put the High Kevin sign on the roof. But Kevin would have seen it even if it were on a wall inside the garage. Spirits know what we do. We can't just pull the wool over their eyes. We might think that we are clever enough to do so, but that is just an illusion. Notice how Mr. Whitmore's gift grew to extend to strangers who also had a Kevin that they missed. Unintentionally, his gesture was sending out ripples to people he didn't even know. The power of his gift was stronger than even he had realized. No, it didn't stop a war, but it helped heal hearts. Mr. Whitmore was able to create a positive energy that defies negativity. So that's why I wanted to share that with you. Now I want to change things a little bit, and I want to go into a little bit of trivia. I'm sure you all know what this is. It's a candy cane. It's been around for a long time. When I was born, they were around, and I never really thought about the curve on those things, or what they were really for. It's like, I just thought it was a decoration, but there was actually a purpose to it. In the origins of the candy cane, according to the National Confectioners Association, I didn't know they had one, it can be traced back to 1847. And in August, an August immigrant, a German-Swedish immigrant, wanted to use sugar sticks as a decoration for his Christmas tree. Now back then, they started to become popular of decorating trees and putting these ornaments on there. And he had these white sticks, these long sticks, and he thought, oh, that'd be good, I want to put these on the tree. But if you put a stick on a tree, it just falls right off. So he came up with the brilliant idea of, while they were still hot, he would bend it to make a curve, and now you have a natural hook to hang these things on the tree. So that was actually the reason for doing so. We had to wait until the 20th century started before someone came up with the idea of adding a twisted red stripe to the candy. And today, the U.S. candy makers produce nearly 1 billion candy canes each year. So the next time you look at a candy cane with its familiar hook, remember that there was a reason for the hook. The other one that I wanted to bring up, the other trivia thing, is Christmas stockings. I'm sure you're familiar with these, hanging them above the fireplace. According to legend, St. Nicholas heard about the predicament of a poor widower and his 3 daughters. He sneaked into their house. I guess back then it was easier to do. He sneaked into the house and saw the girls had recently washed stockings that were drying by the fire. He wanted to help the poor family, and so he filled the stockings with gold coins before disappearing into the night. Our custom today of hanging stockings above the fireplace is really mimicking doing the laundry. Yes. I didn't know. I was born into this. So I was like, yeah, you put presents in there. And so now for the last item that I wanted to bring up, I'm sure you're all familiar with the story, Twas the Night Before Christmas. Well, there was this housewife that made a new rendition, or had her own rendition of it, that was really quite humorous, so I wanted to share that with you. 'Twas the month after Christmas, and all through the house Nothing would fit me, not even a blouse. The cookies I'd nibbled, the eggnog I tasted, all the holiday parties had gone to my waist. When I got on the scales, there arose such a number. When I walked to the store, less a walk than a lumber. I'd remember the marvelous meals I'd prepared, the gravies, the sauces, and beef nicely reared, the wine and the rum balls, the bread and the cheese, and the way I'd never say, no thank you, please. I dressed myself in my husband's old shirt and prepared once again to do battle with dirt. I said to myself, as I only can, you can't spend a winter disguised as a man. So away was the last of the sour cream dip. Get rid of the fruitcake, every cracker and dip. Every last bit of food that I must be banished, till all the additional ounces have vanished. I won't have a cookie, not even a lick. I'll want only to chew on a long celery stick. I won't have hot biscuits or cornbread or pie. I'll munch on a carrot and quietly cry. I'm hungry, I'm lonesome, and life is a bore. But isn't that what January is for? Unable to giggle, no longer a riot. Happy New Year to all, and to all a good diet. So I thought that was funny. So I wanted to share that with you. Praise the humor. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that, Robert. Noon, Weight Watchers, and all of those other little places would be very happy to hear about losing the pounds after Christmas.
Yes.
We now ask for donations to our church basket. This money goes towards the rent of this space and other expenses that we incur. Your gift is greatly appreciated. Now, if you haven't filled out of that billet, now is the time to do that. Infinite Spirit, in the spirit of unconditional love, we give thanks for the generous gifts we have received today. This offering will work to ensure we continue to gather in your name. May these supporters also receive abundance in their lives. We ask that you bless this gift, this congregation, and this church. Let it blossom as the sunflower to do well. Amen. Thank you very much. I just found out the speaker for the next service will be me. We would also like to invite you to become a member of our church, and it's $15 annually, and you get to vote in the elections. Usually we have a table with books and literature in the back, and for special occasions there are seances and memberships circle, and also classes. The classes will resume probably at about the end of February, end of January, or the beginning of February, depending on what he was talking about, diet. We also have Living in Light Church, little emblems, and they're for $1. And now,
I just want to let you know that all these little candles that are here in front of us, they're for you to take home. So you can do that, and the candy canes as well. So feel free before you leave here today that you take one. So yeah. So get a free candle. Yes. I also wanted to mention I went to the Soul Search Psychic Fair, and there's a lady there, Reverend Connie Habish. She's volunteered to speak at our church, and that's going to be on the 19th, January 19th. So I wanted to bring that up. She's an author. She does counseling, yoga, meditation. she's going to be speaking on aging gracefully. So I would ask you to attend that one. But of course, Sandy's going to be speaking for this next one, which is going to be on the 5th. And I think that's it. Is there anything else? I think that's it, yes.
You have a funny story?
No, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, wait, I do. I do have a funny story, yes. We hold a weekly seance. Lisa thought she could be here today, but she couldn't. So we hold a weekly seance. She's the medium for that. And this last Wednesday, there was a mention about water. And then it occurred to me, oh, I forgot to put out a bowl of water for ectoplasm. And Spirit says, yes, it's been more difficult for us to come in. That's why we use the dog water. I was like, oh, no! So apparently that works too. Okay, that's it.
Well, it's now time for billet readings. If you have not done so, now's the time to submit your billets. Gives the spirits the opportunity to help you with your request. How many do we have?
That's a good question.
The readers will be Robert, myself, and Avery. Oh, and Lynn, you're going to do some also? Thank you. Let's see, 4 each.
Okay.
Okay. Avery, you want to start?
Good morning, family. It's always an honor to get up here to serve. So glad to be feeling a lot better this time around. I could hear now. So I have here a billet that has a star on it. As I hold this billet, I am enveloped in the universe. I'm enveloped in the universe, and there's a whole bunch of different stars with me. And you are in the universe. Yeah, here, the star. One big giant star, but you are in the universe of stars. And I feel like you are above the clouds looking below at the city below, at the world below you. And just like watching everybody like ants. And I'm seeing like these arms coming down, and like it's almost like not manipulating, but it's like they're in control. It's almost, I want to say you're in control of everything that's happening in this situation. And so you're in control of that. And just know that you're in control of it. And so whatever happens, you can make good decisions out of that. You can make anything good happen. And that's all I'm getting out of that. Okay? That's all I'm getting out of that. And I feel like it kind of goes with the question that's in this billet here. And so, yes. Thank you very much. God bless sisters. Okay. So the next one I have here is, it looks like 4 stars. This one is very Christmassy. It's like 4 stars, and it's like a little ornament here. 4 stars with a little ornament looking thing. the center. So as I close my eyes and I'm focusing in on this, I get a Christmas tree with this, and I got a lot of gifts, and I get a feel of warmth with this, and I'm seeing a lot of beautiful lights. And I want to say that there's a lot of blessings here for you within this, and you are going to be getting all the things that you want, minus some things that you've been wishing for or hoping for. Yeah, I'm seeing a basket and a whole bunch of eggs, and it's just like, don't hatch all the eggs in that basket, okay? But you're gonna get everything that you wish for. Just yeah, your gifts are there. God bless you. Love and blessings to this person. All I gotta say is God bless you. Okay. Wow, I'm getting a lot of star ones, or it looks like a star. This one looks like a star with, it looks like it's like raying out or something like that. Let's see what I get with this one here. Interesting, because instead of like a star, I'm seeing more like a snowflake. I get more of a snowflake, and it's more of a chill, more of like a coolness. And I feel like I'm out in a field, and it feels more cool. I feel like I'm laying in it. Oh wow, look at that lamb. I feel like there's a lamb with me, and it's like curious of me, and it's smelling me. Okay, what do you? And I want to bring joy into this person's life, because they've been needing more joy, peace, because there's been a lot of anxiety, a lot of, it's like there's two sides. One side is like, there's been a lot of heaviness, but then the other side's been a lot of like down, or good, there's been a lot of good. So they want to bring more joy. Love and blessings, God bless. Okay. So, I see 2 months' time.
2 months? 2 months.
2 months' time. Okay. This one is this is a Christmas tree, and it's got Christmas gifts. Oh, I love this. I love this. Christmas tree, Christmas presents underneath the tree. Oh. Wow. This is new. I see a new car. I don't know why. A new ride. I don't know what that resembles. That's the first. Something new is coming into your life. For me, that resembles when I see that, like a new car or something like that. For me, this resembles that something new is coming into your life. Not necessarily that it's like a new car, but like something new is coming into your life. Something good is going to be happening. So embrace that. It's good. And that's all I'm getting from this. God bless. It's time to come. And thank you, everybody.
Reverend Lynn.
I hope Spirit is brief with me because there are enough delicacies back there to feed the multitudes. Okay. Eric, may I come to you? All right. Oh, I'm not doing
Julie
it.
Phyllis.
Sorry, I'm doing Phyllis. I apologize. Feel a person here of great strength, and the strength has helped you to come through something, and now you have to ask, to say to the Creator, use me for my real purpose, because you have been preserved.
What's the symbol?
The symbol is a heart with a little face. It seems like the answer is already here, but asking the source for the direction is going to make everything work out best in the practical world. This is a smiling face with a couple of rays out of the top of the head. It seems to be a person who keeps a bubbly, heartfelt, optimistic attitude that is infectious and it helps others. And we need that ability right now. Sometimes when you have a sorrow or hurt, you hold it close to the belt. You may not discuss it as much with others. And sometimes it passes because you know through patience how to weather things, but it's okay for you to share those moments of via negativa, the moments of the dark night of the soul, in order to return to the via positiva. An open-ended question. Gift of optimism and joy, but also it's okay to share one's challenge with others and find comfort. The picture has a lot of hearts, and some form into another kind of pattern. There's a ray going out. This is a person with a lot of aptitude and capability in metaphysical and spiritualist matters, kind of a scholar in a way, doing a lot of helpful things, but really wants to know more what is my deeper purpose right now. And yes, you do have a deeper purpose. You have been in this field before, and this is a good year for you to move forward a little more authoritatively and help those around you. And your circles will get bigger as you do it. As you take the steps forward in purpose, It brings that which you need in your own heart, the answers and the comforts you need. I think one more, is that right? Or am I done? You did 3, and I can be done, or do you have?
Do another one, please.
A house and little people all around. A house, it's a symbol, I know I couldn't hear back there either. It's a house and little people all around. I think it's the heater and the airplanes. A house and people all around. Feels like the road of memory right now is opened up at this time of the year, as it is for many here. And but some of the people are floating, which tells me that they're here. Those loved ones you have known in this life are with you in spirit during this holiday. And they celebrate with you, even if you can't always see them. They're as close as a person next to you on the table. And that's a comfort. And they're wishing you joy, but the joy comes with all the good deeds that you do on a daily basis to others brings a true Christmas or true holiday happiness for you at this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. This one really stuck out. It's a spiral. This is a spiral with a lot of loops in the spiral. And as I closed my eyes, it was in motion. It was turning. It was turning. It's like little stars are coming out of it this way and that way. It's like there's a lot of busyness going on. It's like going down a tunnel. It's like all these stars. And it's all handwritten. It's like the writing on here. It's like it's coming at me, going by me as I'm going deeper and deeper. And it starts to turn to go down. This person probably needs to be more grounded. I feel this person needs to be more grounded, be here in the present. They're a little bit on the flighty side. Yeah, so I'm sensing this person needs to be grounded, more earthbound. Okay. I think what I got is related to this question. This person needs to be more earthbound so that they can relate to other people on an equal level. So it's like you need to take yourself down a notch. It's like then people will be more receptive to you. Because at present, I don't think they feel that comfortable with you. You got to come down to earth. I think that's the reason why you might be having a problem. So fix yourself first. That's the message. Okay, I'll do this one. This one's got several different items on there. It almost looks like a playing card. There's a diamond in the middle with stars in the corner and hearts on the top and the bottom. I feel like somebody just dumped a whole bucket of water on top of me, and now I don't feel good at all. It's like I'm all wet. It's like that wasn't very nice. How did you get this stuff dumped on you? It's like rain. It's raining on you again. It's this wet theme. It's like you're walking outside in the rain. You're just soaking wet. You feel miserable. You need to dry yourself off. Get yourself inside. Dry yourself. You need to bring yourself back to a state of comfort. I'm I'm getting the impression that it's halfway through the year. What I just described is feeling an uncomfortableness, being miserable. It's going to be sticking around into the year. About halfway through the year, it's going to change. And then things will get better. So you're just going to have to wait. Be patient. Be patient. But things will get better halfway through the year. That's the message. Can we do that one? Okay. 333. I see that, I'm thinking of 666, but they changed it. It's 333. This is your lucky number because I'm getting a slot machine. As you pull the handle and it comes out 333, ding, 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 ding. So 3 is your lucky number. And you did it 3 times. And then I see you, like your hands, you rub your hands. Oh goody, goody. I get a reward. So you're getting something of some value for this lucky number 333. I'm getting a curved line, like a wavy line that goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So some of it's good, some of it's not so good. So if you even it out, it's just nothing really stands out. You get some good stuff and you get some bad stuff, you mix it all together, and it's your average. There's the word. That's the word I'm looking for, average. So I don't think I see anything special happening on this day. Again, you might have some ups, but then they're countered by the downs. So it's going to be an average day. Sorry. That's the message I got. Thank you.
I have this one here. It could either be a moon or a banana. As I come into this rate of vibration, the idea of a moon and the piano shows me that there are 2 different ways of thinking, 2 different paths that that this person is following. One is this person may not be totally grounded on the earth. On the other one, they're sort of frugal. They're with their earthly possessions. What is needed is for these 2 to come together, and this person is very able and capable of doing this. It's just going to be one step at a time, one step at a time. Things are mixed up right now, but as I said, things are mixed up right now. There is no answer for this question at this time. Whoever this is, it's yes, no, maybe. They don't like making up their minds. And now here's one with looks like M's on it, or scribbles. As I come into this rate of vibration, first thing that comes to my mind is that your life right now just seems to have a lot of ups and downs, and they seem to be going down rather than up. Don't worry about it. I want to go into the month of April, And by that time, things will have straightened out, and you're going to have to work on yourself so that you don't let, I just want to say, everyday things sort of push you up, push you down, and the people around you bothering you. You need to work on yourself so that when all of this is happening, you just say, oh yes, okay, this is it, can't change it, I just have to live through it. But I could live through it with peace and dignity and tranquility. I get the answer of yes on this. I see someone outside. Not ready to come home yet. Somebody likes lots of stars. And I want to say that you're a star in your own life, and you've got not one, but three. Keep up the good work. You are a shining influence to those who are around you. Please be careful. There are people in this world who enjoy, when you're feeling great, they have this ability to come over and try to punch you down, make you feel, less of yourself. Don't let them. You just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Question mark? Not sure what your question is, but I feel that there's going to be some movement in your life. Not a big movement, but a small movement, something that will bring you more into, I want to say, life. I don't know whether you're on the outside of it now, but something that'll bring you more into contact with people. And I want to thank everyone for allowing me to read for you. And now, we're going to come to the end. And
Tim wanted me to do one song.
what?
Tim wanted me to do one more song.
Okay.
When you're done with everything else.
Oh, at the close. Okay, all right. So then you'll close first. Okay.
Thou God of peace, before we start, send some kind angels to each heart. Lead us, we pray, with loving hands, until we reach the summer land. And now I would like to say, I want to thank my medical guides and my medical doctors, and especially my feline veterinarian medical specialists for the help that they have given me in the past 2 or 3 weeks. Thank you. And now we're going to have a song, and then we can eat.
Well, you can start eating now. While the music is playing. And if you know this carol, you can sing along.
Don't forget to take your little candles.
Ding dong merrily on high, the Christmas bells are ringing. Ding dong joyously reply, the angels all are singing. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Ding dong carol all the bells, ring out the Christmas story. Ding dong sound the good Noels, the Christ has come in glory. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Ding dong merrily on high, the Christmas bells are ringing. Ding dong joyously reply, the angels all are singing. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Hosanna in excelsis.